Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important issue on section 11 subsection 1a. Section 11 subsection 1a is applicable in case of NGOs which are registered under section 12a. Section 11 subsection 1a broadly says that if any trust who is registered under section 12a sells some immovable property and invests that amount into some another property, then this amount will be treated as application of money and that amount will not be taxable. In the present case, the issue before the Surat ITAT was that in case the assessee do not invest that amount into property but invest that amount into fixed deposits in a nationalized bank, and then ultimately after some years purchases the property from that amount, whether this will be the due compliance of section 11 subsection 1a. This issue has been taken up by the tribunal in the case of Vaishnav Samaj Trust versus Income Tax Officer Exemption, and this case is reported in 132 ITR Tribunal at page number 169. The date of the judgment is 3rd July 2024. In the present case, the assessee is a trust which is registered under section 12a, and the trust has also got the approval under section 80G subsection 5. During the previous year relevant to the assessment year 16-17, the assessee has sold a property for rupees 75 lakh, and out of that sale consideration the assessee has invested the amount of that 75 lakh in two FDRs, one FDR of 50 lakh and the second FDR of 25 lakh, and ultimately the assessee has further made renewal of those FDRs and then invested that amount into the capital gain account scheme. When the assessment proceedings were going on, the assessing officer was of the considered view that the assessee has not complied section 11 subsection 1a because the assessee has not invested that amount into the immovable property, because the assessee has not invested the sale consideration into the immovable property. So the assessing officer invested the whole sale consideration and the expenditure side into the income of the assessee by considering it as a business income, and at the same time the assessing officer also added the amount of saving bank interest as income from other sources. When the matter was before the CIT appeal reduced some income, but he upheld the amount which has been added into the income of the assessee as business income and the interest amount as income from other sources. When the matter was before the tribunal observed that in the present case the assessee has made FDRs in 2018, then these FDRs were renewed in 2021, and then these FDRs amount was transferred to the capital gain account scheme, and the assessee for the first time before the tribunal has produced that the assessee has invested that amount ultimately in some properties. The tribunal referred to the Central Board of Direct Taxes instruction number 883/1975, which says that if the assessee invests the net consideration into the fixed deposits of a tenure of 6 months or more than 6 months, then it will be treated as amount utilized for acquiring the capital asset, and the assessee will get the benefit of section 11 subsection 1a. The tribunal also said that since the assessee has first time brought this fact before the tribunal that ultimately this amount has been invested into the property, so the tribunal remitted the matter to the limited extent that the AO should verify the fact that the assessee has purchased the property and should give the benefit to the assessee of section 11 subsection 1a. The tribunal also said that since the assessee has kept its amount into the fixed deposit or the saving bank in the saving bank, so the assessee has did the due compliance of section 11 subsection 5 in investing the amount into the specified investments which are there under section 11 subsection 5. So the tribunal gave the relief to the assessee by treating the amount investing into the fixed deposit as towards utilizing the purchase of the capital asset. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Vaishnav Samaj Trust versus Income Tax Officer Exemption, and this case is reported in 132 ITR Tribunal at page number 169, and the date of the judgment is 3rd July 2024. Thank you, friends.